And it's to Boston, and Boston is one to beat, and Boston's into the corner for a try, the first try of the match. Cornelius, inside to Murphy. Murphy going nicely away, looking for Sullivan. Sullivan takes it. Sullivan will go into the corner. Sullivan's into the corner, and it's a great round by Sullivan. Sullivan, can he go? Sullivan, can he go? I think Sullivan will go off length of the field. I don't think anybody's going to catch him. Everybody's saying go, and he goes for a try to Sullivan. Beavers, now inside from Edie, and Edie can run. There's a chance Schubert gets this, he'll be in. He'll be in with Schubert unless he can come across and take him. But Beard is in, and Beard gets the try, a brilliant try. Australia is now attacking, and Beard, and a kick thrown in. Fairbairn should have it covered, but he doesn't. In fact, the ball comes loose, and it's Australia with a very good chance. Britain having to get back quickly. McMahon in possession, and goal to dummy. A dummy and gone on the blind side, and is going to score.
Walters, the good ball to Renouf. Renouf's into the corner. Oh, it's a try! A try for Australia!
In 100 years of rugby league history, there was no more important month than October 1995, the Halifax Centenary Rugby League World Cup. And in this programme, we're going to review the 15 matches that led to the presentation of the biggest prize in the sport at Wembley last weekend. Ray French and Joe Lydon have had the last week to form their opinions on everything that went on. We'll hear from them later. But the competition began with 10 teams contesting 3 groups. Eddie Butler takes the story on from there.
Group 1, 4 teams and 2 to qualify. Top seeds Australia, home nation England, Fiji and South Africa, the outsiders. Day 1, the top 2 came to the Twin Towers, but was Wembley the right place for the World Cup opener? A crowd of 41,000 said yes.
Australia.
So the 1995 Halifax Centenary World Cup about to get underway. The top 2 seeds, England v Australia from Group 1. Another 15 matches to come throughout England and Wales. And away we go with Rod Wishart. A long high kick, well picked up by Darryl Powell. Oh, and that looks a little high. But it's England in the new style jersey, the all-white with the red cross. Australian defence very, very flat, Thursday.
It is. I noticed before they're probably a little bit rusty, Australia, because a lot of these players haven't played for a long time, and they certainly haven't played together. And they sound a little bit rusty whether they're supposed to be left side or right side.
Oh, there's a chance here for Barry John Mather. Now then, long striding, 6'5", but that's a tremendous tackle. Tremendous tackle from Brescia. Barry John Mather just couldn't make it to the line, but the first chance was there for England. Australia would have been better advised to push that ball out wide, but they're in charge. Fickler to Dimmock. Dimmock looks for support. Out here, Papua going for the corner. It needs a good tackle. It's still in possession. Oh, good defence there from England. Barsham again to Pay. Difficult forward to put down, this Dean Pay. Australia edging nearer all the time. Tuvey, he'll switch the play. He does. Fickler. Oh, beautiful sidestep from Fickler. And there's the first try to Menzies. Beautiful play.
Australia done well here because what they did, they stacked their left-hand side, and England was spread out, thought they were going to spread the ball. Brad Fiddler seen the defence move up too quick. Big step off his left foot, and Steve Menzies backing up the middle and offloaded the Menzies and scored under the post.
Sean Edwards. That's a good high one. Now then, that is a tester on Brescia. Oh, he's lost it. Almost a chance there for John Bentley.
That's the first time that England have gone to the high kick. Brescia, as you say, covered it well, but at the last minute took his eye off it, possibly. Spilled the ball. That could have been a try for England if it had gone to hand.
This is a good time to get the football. It's only about 5 minutes to go before half-time, and they can put plenty of pressure on Australia here.
Oh, Andy Farrell going for the line! And Andy Farrell has scored! Superb run down the blind side! The very try that England wanted!
Excellent effort from Andy Farrell, justifying his place at loose forward, using his strength from the base of the scrum to get over the line.
Paul Newlove, not been in the game too much. Oh, almost in the game there. Just held there by Aussie centre Coyne. And there is the hooter. A good, solid, strong performance from England. 6-4 for Australia. 40 minutes to come. Plenty of action remaining. At least the rain has stopped. It won't trouble the players too much in the second half, and I don't think it's troubling these Fijian dancers too much either. Edwards again. Another high one, the Taster. Play on, I think. Yes, play on to Barry John Mather. Driving for that line. He flicked it behind him. Going for the line. Jason Robinson. Oh, he can't get it down, surely. He's on his back. He was fighting frantically to turn himself over. I think he knows in his own mind that he just didn't get it down. Couple of tackles remaining in this sequence. Surely Edwards will want to move it wide. He does. To Powell, he's got Newlove out here. Newlove has got Rudlinski. Newlove going himself. Can't get the ball away. Excellent tackle there by Coyne. On the sixth tackle. Chris Joynt drives through. There's a chance for a try. Mr. Cummings checks with the in-goal judge, and he awards a try.
Once again, the kicking game, little chip kick through from Joynt there. Brescia makes a big mess of it. It doesn't look like the Brescia did get any touch to it, and it's a fair try.
England 10, Australia 6, 5 minutes into this second half. Menzies significantly keeping out wide, looking to use that burst of pace. Fickler again, does well to get his pass away. Nice inside to Tuvey. This time to Coyne, he's got Wishart inside him. Good covering there from Paul Newlove. That was danger for England. This still is. Fickler. Oh, that's a tester for this young... Oh, was he interfered with? I think he was. But it's a try nonetheless to Mark Coyne.
Brad Fiddler, well, how calm was he when he kicked that football?
It was a great kick. Chris Radlinski just lost it somewhere in flight. The ball bounced kindly for Australia, but there was Coyne on the spot to touchdown for 4 points. It was a great kick from Fiddler.
All square, 51 minutes gone. Jackson. Papua misjudging it. Oh, and he loses it. Here's a chance for Jason Robinson. He's in on the corner. Oh, an error by the wingman.
Pressure football by England. They kicked into the corners. Papua tried to bring it out. Good chase by England. Good defence. I think it was Phil Clark that came up with a crucial tackle that spilled the ball. Jason Robinson, if you give him chances like that, he's going to take them. He pounced on the ball and managed to get over in the corner, Steve.
England 16, Australia 10.
England assistant coach Andy Goodway, Robinson's try was a reward for application, really, wasn't it?
Intercepted here now then. Brasher coming across, and he shrugs it off. Oh, the superb effort.
You see, Jimmy Dimmick, that's inexperience. There's no need to push that pass. Paul Newlove just said, thank you very much. He's smiling before he gets to the line, Newlove. Great fend, right arm fend, pushes Brasher off, still smiling. 4-pointer.
The England coaching party on their feet. John Joyner, the assistant from Castleford, Phil Larder, at last a smile on his face. It's England 20, Australia 10. I mentioned early on, Steve, that only 5 of these players had actually played at Wembley. And what I was interested in yesterday afternoon, when players normally visit, Australia didn't come.
No, they didn't. They chose not to come. Terry Hill's made a big break down the outside here.
Terry Hill, he's got space, but a cracking tackle by young Radlinski. That was a try-saver. And another one on Hopewati. The England cover flooding back, but still Australia coming in here to Dimmock. Dimmock puts the ball out. It's back to Menzies, and Menzies is going over. Once again, support play. Australia are not out yet. And it's that man Menzies, try-scorer supreme, puts hope again in those Australian fans.
The ball comes out, maybe a little bit fortunate when the pass from Dimmock here comes off an Australian hand. But Menzies there on the spot again to get his second try of the game.
Into injury time now. English supporters keeping their fingers crossed. Australians urging them on. Just 4 points the difference. A couple of minutes into injury time. We have had some stoppages, of course. England will now be looking to put some tackles in. And there is the hooter. The opening World Cup match is over, and England are the winners. This victory will give them confidence. It will boost their morale as they enter this, what will be a tough 3-week World Cup tournament.
Sean Edwards, the England captain, that was a very satisfying and in the end a very dramatic victory, wasn't it?
It was dramatic. We didn't play to the best of our ability. I think we'll have to improve to win the final.
The World Cup moved north. No Diana Ross. Here, the pre-match entertainment a little more challenging. Fiji adding exuberance to the tournament. South Africa, the unknown quantity. The emerging nations of rugby league.
Good crowd assembling here at Cougar Park. Many hundreds waiting to come in to look at these two teams. Many of these Fijians, again, recent converts from Union, many playing with local clubs like the Nadi Dragons, but others playing with Australian clubs. And a good charge there by Kauni Balu, driving towards the line, put down, good defence. One of the local players with the Eagles club there in Fiji. Fiji moving it out wide now, good pass on the outside there, oh, and the fullback, Sabu Tambua nips in for the first try. Just 5 metres from the line. Rather stray pass picked up by Sabu Tambua. Oh, he gets away there on the outside, cutting inside. Looks like Nandruku. Still the pressure on the Batties. Ballot again. The Rhinos charging near, getting ever closer, looking for the first try. Alkema, little grubber kick, comes off.
It was offside.
Offside.
Come off. Yeah, he was in front.
2 more points from Van Wyk. Edging nearer are the Rhinos.
Half-time in Keighley. In Yorkshire, time for a cup of tea. Elsewhere, time for a warrior to make his point. The universal language of sport. The point being, please replace your divots. The other Fijians turning on the power in the second half, piling up their points.
Tremendous run there. Tremendous run by Elise Tonga. Number 2. Every time he runs, he leaves South Africans lying on the floor. And here they are coming through now. Oh, striding away. Dekui Tonga going for the line. He's in at the corner. Wonderful effort straight from their own line. They're so fast. They are so strong, these Fijians. They've certainly given the crowd their money's worth here. Gerald Williams can't quite make it. Jaco Alberts, one who probably does deserve a try. But there is the hooter. A superb exhibition from the Fijians. They were something of unknowns, they were something of outsiders in this tournament. They've certainly shown everyone, Steve, in Group 1, that England and Australia, it's no easy route to the semi-finals.
A record crowd for rugby league at Gateshead. A rare day for Paul Harrigan, captaining Australia for the first time, despite a fracture of his cheek. In the crowd, scouts from the other code, Sir John Hall and Rob Andrew, perhaps trying to tempt a few to go north to Newcastle.
Andrew Johns moving it well with brother Matthew. Oh, and that's superb down the far side there, Danny Moore. And it's Hopewati racing in for the second try. A try. Well, he's not too hurt. A little bit of a hurdling practice. And again, those spin passes moving out. Oh, and it's Matthew Johns this time. Racing in. Again, looking for support. He finds it. Oh, and striding through his Aaron Raper. Looking for a move. Set to move from the... Robbie O'Davis. Oh! Sweeping in, blistering pace. Johns again. Oh, and it's that. And McGregor striding through. Straight past. He's got support with him. Jim Dimmock going all the way. Johnson again there, but it's a try. The tap penalty. But Australia's defence is usually sound around the just look how close the difference there on the Australian line, how close the defenders are to the acting half-back position. 2 or 3 either side, no way through. South Africa have to push it wide. Oh, he was almost over. It's going. Oh yes, he's over at the corner. Gideon Watts. Well, he has a black eye, he has a cut head. But there's one thing, he has a try. Gideon Watts, the first try of the tournament for South Africa. And the fans are delighted by that. That was a beautiful pass there from Johns. Flicked inside by O'Day. Oh, and picked out of nowhere by Moore. That was fingertip passing. And that score taking Australia way past their previous best. And Andrew Johns equals the world record of 11 goals. That's the man of the night, Andrew Johns, and a record score for Australia. 16 tries and 11 goals.
It was my first test, and all through the day I was a bit nervous and apprehensive, but you know, it's good. You know, playing alongside my brother helped me out a lot, and you know, to South Africa's credit, they're building football nation, and they never gave it all night, so it's a credit to them. And there's no reason why they can't be a competitive team in 5 or 6 years.
England and Fiji at Wigan, 26,000 at Central Park, and the kick-off delayed to allow the crowd to pack into the ground. Sean Edwards on the bench for England, rumours of an injured knee. Edwards just a spectator at what seemed like a pretty end-to-end game.
Smith, short pass to Farrell. Oh, he's got Newlove on this side. Oh, he shrugs off the ball. Joe Bradlinski looks for confirmation from the in-goal judge, and he gets the first try. Bobby Goulding, long high kick, it's intended for Bradlinski. Bradlinski picks it up, back inside to Jason Robinson. Oh, and that is absolute class. Switch to Tony Smith, good sidestep from the Casamigos lad. Jason Robinson saw that there was no way through, pushed it out wide here. Bobby Goulding, Paul Newlove going for that line. He's got support here, he's got John Bentley. And John Bentley, he's in for the try at the corner. Paul Broadbent going through. Paul Broadbent going for the line himself. Oh, that's a tremendous run. Tremendous run. No way through. He's determined to have a go at a try. Goulding again tries to repeat the trick of the first one. Oh, Jason Robinson! He's in there at the corner. Well, delight on Robinson's face. England have pulled the trick once, and they pulled the trick again. Bobby Goulding. Oh, Horton fairly steaming through here. There's the pace of that lad. Oh, wonderful try for Simon Horton. What a day for the teenagers. Good run by Smith. In there for a try. Steve McCurry drives at the heart of defence. Goulding puts Newlove away. Good try for Paul Newlove. The pass was perfection.
Rugby League's not an easy game no matter who you play. 46-0. We were just happy with their scoreline more than anything. We stood strong in defence, and they're a very good attacking side to keep the ball alive, and we stood really strong and didn't let them score any points, and that's the most pleasing part about tonight.
The 13 now for the semi-final has not been finalised, but everybody in the squad now has had a start, and I learned quite a few things about certain players tonight.
The McAlpine Stadium, sporting jewel of Huddersfield, and the reigning champions Australia looking for safe passage through to the semi-final at the expense of Fiji.
Tooby, wide, Fittler, but again, Fittler's pass not reaching the defender and a Fijian hand to it. A couple of mistakes there from Brad Fittler, Steve.
Yeah, they're moving up very quick on him, the Fijians.
But it's here, Tim Brasher in the line. Tooby out to winger number 2 there. Dallas, he's gone outside his opposite number. Brett Dallas picks up the first try of the game. So, Australia in Fiji 22. Dean Pay, number 8. Tooby at 7. Looking for an opening, Tooby. Unloads to 6. Fittler. Looks like gaps open here for Steve Menzies. He's in. Steve Menzies has come up with the 3rd try of the game.
With the Fijian captain leading the Langalangi, Lee, you've got the crowd on your side again, but you're going to need a bit more than that, I would think, aren't you?
Of course, they're a good side, they're a well-drilled side. We just have to hang on to the ball and probably come up with some points.
Fiji got a bit of flair, which they could show us, haven't they?
You will see a lot more in the second half.
Fiji, unfortunately, not able to reveal much more in the second half. The traffic all one way, Australia's.
So Tuvey on the 22 to Fittler. Dummies inside, drops it inside eventually. Oh, splendid combination there to Gary Larson. That was a set ploy.
Graham Murray was telling me that the Fijians, they pray before a match, they pray after a match, and they're praying there that to thank God that nobody's been seriously injured, and that's all a part of their sport. They're just true sportsmen.
The last match in Group 1 at Headingley leads England and South Africa. England already through to the semis, and now it was just a question of playing for places, selection for the big games to come.
Goulding, Powell, good slip to Phil Clark. Phil Clark, he's got Pinkney himself, and Nick Pinkney scores the first try. England now in full flow. The slip to Chris Joynt, back to Clark, to Andy Platt. Again, good tackle there from Gideon Watts. Goulding putting the kick through, and the chase for a fire, but well read by Kumbi. I think in a way, Joe, you know, there perhaps possibly been too much talk in the press about, you know, South Africa's defeats, 52-6 by Fiji, 86-6 by Australia, and perhaps there was a complacency in this England side.
I think the coaching staff of England have tried to cancel that out this week, saying that they shouldn't be complacent. They are all playing for World Cup semi-final spots.
Oh, and there is one man playing for the semi-final spot, Simon Horton, and somehow I think he's certain to be in the 17. Goulding running across the face of the post, Goulding going himself, cuts inside, clever play from Goulding. It's Radlinski in at the corner there. Paul Cook looking to squeeze in, but no, just look at the cover from South Africa there. 3 men across, and the prop forward was across at the corner there, Gideon Watts. Well, I think when they're giving medals out for Hart, Joe, these two South African props, Watts and Boyson, they must be first in the queue. But it's England on the attack. Powell changes direction, he gets it to 17 Sampson, and in he goes. Powell, that's a good pass to Barry John Mather now then. Mather, he's got the length of the field to go. He's 6'5", he's got Martin a fire with him. A fire going for the corner, but Kumbi gets him. On the fifth tackle. Now then, will they put a high ball up in the air? Will they go for it? They do. Surely a last chance. Van Wyk puts it up. Radlinski's underneath it. Oh, he takes it perfectly, and he comes racing down the middle. Tremendous play by Radlinski, but it's all over. England have won 46 points to 0. Yes, and the South Africans taking the applause as well that they might. They've worked hard in all of the 3 matches, and I'm sure by the time the next one comes around we'll hear a lot more of South Africa.
Try to get out of this World Cup with honour, and I think the guys succeeded very well in that. We weren't going to let them get a big score, and I think all that we had to go for here was our honour, and I think we came out very well.
Honour for South Africa, but no points. England top of Group 1, unbeaten in 3 games. Australia, as expected, the other team through. Group 2, the Pacific Island group, 1 to qualify from New Zealand, Papua New Guinea and Tonga. New Zealand Group 2 favourites. And Tonga, supposedly depleted by losing Jim Dimmock and John Hopoate to Australia. It was to be a World Cup classic.
Driving hard, Marcelo. Good position there. this Tongan side. See the white line of the New Zealand try area there. Good drive here, Lee Hansen, great ball! Lee Hansen into Willie Wolgram for the first try of the game. New Zealand down the blind side. Ruben Wiki stepping, driving hard, tackled by man. This playing man seems to be everywhere today. Guinea, Blackmore on the inside, tackled by Hansen. Eventually, it's it. Hero down the blind side. Oh, a sloppy pass yet again, which could result in a try, if not mistaken. He's given the try. Number 2 for New Zealand. Sean Hoppe has picked up a try to nothing. So now, Stacey Jones teasing this defence, bringing Ponga on the angled run. Ball inside, Stephen Kearney running well. Matthew Ridge in support. Henry Paul there. He's here, Stacey Jones, outside there. Tony Kemp, try on the outside. The Tongan defence finally cut to shreds by this New Zealand attacking machine.
Yeah, they're keeping the ball alive now, New Zealand. They want another try just before the half-time interval.
Henry Paul in, out, stepping, inside there. Quintin Ponga looking to unload. Driving hard, so it's New Zealand looking to get some more points on the board. 5th tackle, down the blind side. Tony Kemp, short pass there. Richie Blackmore, try for New Zealand. Fifth tackle, Tony Iro, probing the defence, inside to Barnett, inside there to number 4, Rupert Wiki. He's given a try. He's given double movement. Another blind Dwayne man, dummy inside, pass outside. Still retain it. Little right at times of the passing, but they've still got it. 6th tackle. Little chip over the top. He's fumbled it, number 3. It's a try! A try there by Tofa. There we see Namu. Numerous stitches in that cheekbone injury. Number 5, Vicosa, thinking inside. Gutensal driving hard. 1 or 2 swinging arms here and there, but nothing to the displeasure of... and it's a kick through here from Vicosa. He may have scored! He may have scored from that super kick through in the corner. 3rd try for Tonga from a kick from man in the middle of the field to push Tonga out to 14-12. Number 2, Sean Hoppe, giving his forwards a break, driving away. 61 minutes gone, Joe.
Yeah, that was good work from Hoppe there to help relieve the forwards' pressure and just take the ball away. Made good yards out of his own half.
And his substitute, Finau, is picking up his loose pass. Finau into the corner. Finau for Tonga. We may have a major upset on our hands here with Tonga, the underdogs from the South Pacific, taking on mighty New Zealand and currently leading 20 points to 12. Kick into the corner there from number 7, Wolfgram. Collected there by Barnett. And look at that tackling from Tufa, who pushed him into his in-goal area.
A dreadful mistake, and that'll result in a penalty to Tonga in front of the post. They must surely now take the 2 points.
He does. No problem. So New Zealand, can they get some more points on it? Stacey Jones. Across the field, Namu. Kearney stepping off his left foot. Namu again, into number 2. Sean Hoppe, probing, weaving on the 22 metres. New Zealand chasing the game here now. Stacey Jones up the blind side, throws one out the back door, collected by Namu. Henry Paul in possession. Pass to Matthew Ridge on the break. Matthew Ridge, he took the scene, he scored! Infield, Namu, Jones. Henry Paul in the thick of action. Basketball pass, Sean Hopper We're now inside the last minute of normal time. Kevin Iroh weaving his magic. Number 3, Richie Blackmore, pushes him off. Richie Blackmore is in for a try. Richie Blackmore has pulled some points back for New Zealand here in the corner. We're in the last minute of normal time. And Matthew Ridge, the pressure kicker supreme, has kicked the conversion to make it 24-all.
Sheila must go for the 1 point here. Well, they're going for the try on the left.
Kevin Iroh, 5 yards from the line. 5 yards from the line. What can New Zealand do? Tongan defence. Henry Paul, the magician, he's been there within drop goal striking range. I would guess Ridge, or one of those players. Matthew Ridge forced him off. Plenty of time. He scored the drop goal. Matthew Ridge has saved the game for New Zealand.
All the Tongan players, Terry, have done themselves and their country proud tonight. They've played some excellent football. They've come here new to the world stage and played excellent.
Yeah, you've certainly made some friends here tonight.
Well, yeah, and you know, I guess the people back home in the Kingdom of Tonga and the people that are over here with us are extremely proud of the team performance. It was a good team performance, right from the coaching staff to the people of St Helens, from Mike McLennan's group who have helped us. So, you know, once again, a big thank you to all those people.
Papua New Guinea, the only country in the World Cup where rugby league is the national sport. Tonga with a chance to bounce straight back after that cliffhanger defeat. And how? No hangover here apparently. Tonga 20-0 in the lead, but then in the second half, the start of a headache.
Here we go. Can Papua New Guinea get some points on the board? Bring this game alive once again. Number 9 down the blind side. Elias Pio. Done that a couple of times and he's teasing this defence, Joe.
Well, on 2 occasions now they've gone for the line on the short side, but no support there. It's Kororo who took the ball down the right-hand side. Now they look to open it out wide.
Lamb, half-back partnership, bringing the centres into play. Good strong run here from number 4. Number 4, O'Connor, inside to Lamb. Just what Papua New Guinea needed. Adrian Lamb, the captain, has brought his side back into the game with a splendid try. Little switch move. Number 8, Evai, tried to unload, lost it, then regained it. The referees kept with play, no mistake there. Lamb across the field there. Papua New Guinea, gap a mile wide there. Number 1 there, Buko coming in. Gaps appearing in this Tonga defence. Can Papua New Guinea score? Number 6 there, Jean. No. 5th tackle coming up. Can Papua New Guinea get some more points? Number 9 there. Pio, he's scored. Pio scored underneath the post. Elias Pio making it Tonga 20, Papua New Guinea 10. What can Papua New Guinea do to get some more points on the board? Number 12, Nanda Yer, driving onto this near side. Tackled by Tonga. Number 16 there on for PNG. Marcus Bai.
And a very lively run to accompany his first touch of the ball.
Going across field here, but straightening up here by David Buko. On the inside, he's in for a try. David Buko shot through the Tongan defence for a splendid try. Inside there, Taufa running hard. Now Tonga about to break back into gear, as it were. Number 15, Liku, ran hard all this half. Liku, twisting, turning. He may have scored there. He has. Liku has come up with a try for Tonga. The ideal way to respond to the Papua New Guinea onslaught. 5 yards from the line. Lamb at first receiver. Bringing his runners, switched back down the blind side. Number 12 there, Yer. Inside there to 15. The substitute forward. Good play there. Enterprising play, trying to increase the score. Number 5 there, Kororo in the middle. Yard from the line. Are we going to see Pio trying to his luck once more? No, across to Lamb. Little grubber kick through. He had a try by number 6 there, Stanley Jean, linking well with his half-back partner Lamb. Dwayne Mann, that's in half. Wolfgram. Switch back inside. George Mann steps. Tackled by the first defender, but releases. Dwayne Mann. Bomb into the sky. Misfield there. Finally, coming up, number 2. Taufa. Has he scored? Did the referee give it? He has.
It was the full-back Buku that let it bounce off his shoulder. The ball comes out to Amon, and there the number 2 for Tonga. Taufu goes over the line to score the try that could seal this game for Tonga.
6 points would equalise this game and conclude things. Adrian Lamb on the inside there to substitute. Number 15 for Papua New Guinea. Solbas has come up with a try underneath the posts. So, and Pio level the scores in injury time for Papua New Guinea. They've scored in the 2nd minute of injury time to thrill this crowd of over 5,000 here at Humberside, to bring the scoreline back to 28 points all.
New Zealand were at St Helens on Friday.
Yeah, that's another task. We played New Zealand twice last year and we're unsuccessful both times, but you know, this is the World Cup and there's a lot of upsets to go, so hopefully it'll be one then too.
New Zealand at Knowsley Road, St Helens against Papua New Guinea. The Kiwis at the centre of a drug scandal, losing hooker Sid Ero, who took a swig of the wrong cough medicine. In the place of the suspended Ero for the Group 2 decider, in came ex-captain Gary Freeman at hooker.
Henry Paul twisting, dodging, gets a good pass out there to Williams. No way through. Looking for the high kick from Freeman. It's a good one. It's testing Buko. Oh, Matthew Ridge has caught it. And Matthew Ridge has scored. Oh, superb steal there from the Kiwi full-back and captain. New Zealand just inside the Kumul's 20-metre area. Good, solid defence there from the Kumul, swinging it wide now. Across to Stacey Jones. Jones, good pass over there. Oh, and it's Blackmore racing in. Good play in midfield. Good play in midfield. And he certainly drives with these forwards. And it's Gary Freeman again. In a little bother. I think Gary Freeman using the knee initially and then using the elbow. Straight between the uprights, the flanks are raised, and Papua with points on the board. And Kevin Iro now, the 2 Iro brothers thrown into the fray. Obviously, Adrian Lamb going for the line himself. He just can't get through. Blistering pace, this Kumul skipper. Pio driving forward. Has he got that ball down? Only the referee knows, and only the referee gives the decision. He says he hasn't got the ball down. Back to Lamb again. Oh, beautiful play. He's got real pace, this lad. Oh, a magnificent pass to Calvert. He's got one to beat. He cuts inside. Tremendous play from John Ockle. That really tested the Kiwis out there. But still the New Zealand line holds. Still Papua New Guinea can't get over it. And still New Zealand look to be heading for a semi-final place. Lamb. That's a good pass from the substitute there, Solberg. Tremendous handling skills here now. Oh, it's Marcus Bai. He's going for the line. Oh, and he's in. Wonderful effort. And at last the Cummels are over there. Mr. Cummings getting them the full 10 metres back. Jones again. Paul, little switch round. Oh, he sends the big centre. Blackmore racing through, and it's a try for Sean Hoppy. The Papua New Guineans there, just having a team photograph. Adrian Lamb in the middle. They'll treasure this photograph in years to come.
New Zealand in the end clear winners of Group 2 and through to face Australia in the semi-final. Group 3, Wales, like England, enjoying playing on home soil, France and Western Samoa. Wales huddling at Ninian Park, Cardiff, in front of another record crowd for Rugby League, the reigning champions of Europe in their own backyard, to take on France.
But it's still Wales in possession. Jonathan Davies back again. Here's one man who doesn't need any weight lifting. Oh, Paul Moriarty just couldn't get up there. But he's really causing problems. On the fifth tackle, back to Davies. Good ball to Harris. Alan Bateman's got Sullivan. He's in at the corner. Oh, that was crisp passing. That was slick by the Welsh three-quarter line. To Valero. Picked up superbly by Alan Bateman. Ever alert there. Davies going from the acting half-back position. Gets a good pass to Harris. To Sullivan. Sullivan going for the wing for his second. Oh, beautiful change of pace. Superb change of pace by the St Helens wingman. Back to Harris. Harris coming more and more now. More adventures from that full-back position. To Martin Hall. Hall finds Ellis again. Good long pass to Devereux. Davies is out wide. Davies, the ball to Anthony Sullivan. And Sullivan's in for his hat-trick. Wonderful rugby again. There is Cunningham and Roland Phillips, the big Workington Town prop. Good pass from Torre there and Fage.
Jonathan Davies heard him.
Oh, good run by Shamadan. He's got support. And it's a good try to Torre. That was good running. We stressed that these Frenchmen have the class, the footballing ability.
Wales with a pair of problems. An injury to Jonathan Davies, the standoff injured, making this tackle. And there was a debate over the number of replacements Wales had used. It all ended happily enough, no penalty for overdoing the substitutes, and Davies fit for the next match, and further tries from Iestyn Harris and John Devereux, seeing them safely through. Western Samoa, the major threat to the established order in rugby. The islanders' natural aggression refined by the coaching skills of Graham Lowe. France were directly in the way, and from a bit further away, the watching Welsh in red.
Number 9, Touré, acting halfback. Touré, switch down the blind. Number 11 there, Boudadban. Touré, another switch down the blind to number 10. Bit of a gap here on the blind side for the French player. Into number 4, and it's Chamaran, who's picked up the first try of the game. Making it France 4, Western Samoa 0. On the blind side there, Poaching the hooker. He's going very close, Poaching. That was a nice little half break. Tackled well there by Cabestay, but it's number 11 in for the try. Tony Tatupo, who just scored. It's Poaching, acting half. Bit of a complicated switch move. A few passes in that move, and it's Matuta coming up the middle after 3 or 4 switches of play. Intricate move there from Western Samoa.
The Samoan Demolition Squad. France swept aside. Food for thought for the men in red.
Glad that we finished what we've come here to do in our first game, and whilst obviously it will be the big game that we're looking forward to, the fact that they beat France so comfortably the other night, it sets it up for a great finale for the pools game.
The Group 3 showdown, another sellout, this time at the Vetchfield Swansea, facing down the Samoans, the side with the habit of coming to Wales and knocking them out of Rugby World Cups.
Ellis to Davis. Wide pass out here to young Yeskin Harris, only 19 years old.
Twigamala read that very good. He came out up quick in the defensive line and cut Harris off.
So Davis stepping through the middle. Deverell off his right leg onto the 22 metres line. Hall teasing the defence. Ellis looking to go wide. Good wide pass from Ellis. Bringing in Quinnell, straightens up. Scott Quinnell up to the fullback. Can he get over? No, he's held there. Just on the line. Great tackle there from number 2.
He's sent Tuya a part of the sin bin. He's judging that he's pulled Quinnell over after he's told him to play the ball.
And Harris has gone through for a splendid try. 6 minutes into this game. Grimacing with pain. Number 11, Tupu. Crossfield. Brings him. Matautia straightening up. Vila Matautia. He stepped through for a great response. Vila Matautia has scored the first try for Western Samoa. So on the possession, Wales, I mean, practically 2-1 there in the ratio terms, but pretty much even, Stephen, in the territory, Steve.
Yeah, it's been even that area, but possession is in the Welsh favour by a long way.
So a great kick here by Jonathan Davis for Anthony Sullivan. He dribbles the ball up and he scores! Anthony Sullivan has produced a splendid try. Wales leading 12-8, some 30 minutes. Big hit there from Deborah. That must have hurt. Moriarty comes strong. And Twigamala tackling upstairs again. He'll have to watch his mark with this referee Smith. All acting halfback. Brings in Moriarty. Good tackle there from Sam Panapa. David Young this time up to halfway. Big hit by Vagana. We've seen some awesome tackling today, and another pile driver there from Vagana. Davis out wide, Scott Quinnell. Crossfield. Moriarty slips on the greasy surface. So on the 5th tackle now. Davis back, trying a drop goal. Trying the drop goal, Jonathan Davis. Successful. Good possession play here from Samoa. Perellini in the action. Good drive. Lineside move. Ropati goes down the blind, looking for Tugamala on the burst. And he takes some stopping. Does this powerful centre Tugamala? So Panapa, what can he weave some magic? Sam Panapa to Willie Poaching there. Almost over. Being dragged over the line on his back. Bit of magic from Sam Panapa and the supporting Poaching, but no try. And it's Wales still with possession. Phillips unloads. Ellis to Davis. Into the last 10 minutes almost. Out to Adrian Hadley. Outside his opposite number. But no, tremendous tackle by Mark Elia. 4 metres from the line. Martin Hall acting halfback. Looks one way, comes back. Richie Ayres up the middle. Driving hard. Richie Ayres on his hands and knees. Trying to scramble, but the Samoans hold out. David Young now, he's having a go. Same area. Need a little bit of inventive play here, perhaps Wales. Gaps must be out wide because the defence is very tight. It's Ellis looking down, back down the play the ball area. They may opt for a drop goal perhaps, but with Davis injured, let's see. Back to Harris, does he try one? He does. And Yestin Harris, the fullback. Lethargic attack here. But the Samoans throwing the ball around and it's come up with Roland Phillips. Roland Phillips inside to Kevin Ellis. Kevin Ellis has sealed matters here at the bench. Another mistake by Western Samoa. So Wales secured this game and will now go forward to play England in the semi. And there goes the final hooter. Roland Phillips, the Welsh players rejoice. They've won through to the semi-finals in front of a fanatical crowd here at the Vetchfield.
I think the boys just got too over anxious in the first half of the game and gave away silly penalties and silly mistakes that, to Wales' credit, made the most of it. They took full advantage of them.
The disconsolate Graham Law, but the massive crowd here rejoiced with their players. Arms raised, applaud their heroes. Splendid display from this Welsh team.
Wales on top of gruelling Group 3 are now preparing to leave home to face England in the semi-final.
So the World Cup competition down to the last 4. No great surprises in the 4 that went through. But Ray French, who impressed you most of all among those that went out?
Well, I think the Pacific Islanders, they brought a sense of adventure and excitement. They love to run, they love to handle the ball, they can tackle. They're naturals for rugby league and we must invest in them, Steve. You know, we must give them a future.
And Joe Lydon, in terms of Western Samoa, enormous physical potential, powerful side, aren't they?
Yeah, again, both Western Samoa and Tonga really epitomise what the new era of rugby league's all about, and they played an uncompromising, exciting brand of football. And Tonga really was so unlucky not to progress to the semi-finals. It would have been a major shock for the tournament, but they could have so easily pipped New Zealand in that semi-final berth.
Absolutely. Some thoughts that South Africa didn't really belong at this level, Ray, but what did they get out of the competition, do you think?
Well, they are the new boys. They showed a lot of pride and a lot of commitment. You know, there was a feeling there of possible humiliation in that last match against England, but no, they stood up, they were a proud race, as we know South Africans are, and they threw everything into that match. They'll come, and I think by the time the next World Cup comes around, they'll be a force.
So exciting group games, but on to the semi-finals. England against Wales, first of all. It took place at Old Trafford, and after the Welsh form against France and Western Samoa, there was no reason for complacency in the England camp, and it was a tough afternoon. Here are the highlights.
Fans from Wales trekked north to give Wales a tremendous welcome. A lot of pressure now on this England line. Davis again to put the kick. Ooh, it's almost out of the stadium. Well taken by Farrell. Accepted the responsibility. And Robinson trying to cut away again. He weaves, he dances, he dodges. He beats man after man. Tremendous run out of defence there by Jason Robinson. The crowd getting behind England. Carl Harrison can't get the ball away. He does. To Pinkney. Good display here.
Yes, England had a good set of 6 on the previous tackles, but then a bad kick failed to relieve the pressure. This time they've managed to get it to Wales half, and I think we'll see the kick now.
Farrell on this near side. He's got Clark. Can he get the ball across? Picked up by Farrell again. Back inside to Newlove. Newlove dancing for the corner. And Paul Newlove crashes over there. Superb effort from England. But it's Wales replying. Paul Moriarty. Offside. Tony Smith in an offside position. And after weathering the storm on the line, 2 points here from Davis would lift morale. Davis then looking for his second goal, and he finds it. Radlinski. He's got the height, but not the direction. Well, he picks it up again. Still on the fifth tackle. Attempted drop by Goulding. And it is there. Bobby Goulding. Quick drop goal. And that edges England out further. Oh, good pass there from Quinnell now. Then Wales got a chance out wide here. Alan Bayman, he's got it to Sullivan. Oh, now that wing there. Sullivan's still going, but it's in touch. No try for Deverard. Not an awful lot of penalties conceded in this match. The game has been quite free-flowing. Farrell. Good switch inside to Tony Smith. Oh, and Danny Spence is going over. Superb effort. That's what you call second-row support play.
More trouble for Wales. Second row Paul Moriarty coming in with the punch on Andy Farrell. 10 minutes in the sin bin. And in Moriarty's absence...
Jackson once again going from that in half-back position. England really cutting Wales here around the rocks. The short pass to Goulding. He's got Pickney. On the fifth tackle, Bobby Goulding stabs a kick to the corner for the fire, and the fire puts it down. Mike Griffiths and Mike Nicholas there wondering, you know, he's checking his watch, just what they can do to break down this English defence. This England pack troubling Wales. Bobby Goulding again putting that kick for the fire. The fire's there! Oh, the fire's got that ball again!
I think he bounces this one down. Let's see, he does. That is not a try.
Mr. Hawley had nothing to say. And it counts as 4 points. No way forward. Back to Ellis again. Davis in midfield with a little space. Got Ellis with him. Roland Phillips. Can he get the ball away? No, he can't. Good tackle from Roland Phillips. Plays the ball himself. Phillips going for the corner. Oh, yes! And at last, Wales strike back. Number 16, Roland Phillips gives the Welsh support something to shout about. Got Gibbs. Can't escape the clutches of Newland, but still Wales come forward. Paul Moriarty charging to that line. Gets it away to Ellis. Ellis. Oh, the double from Ellis. He's going for the line. He's just held up there. A foot short. But it's still Wales. Pressing. Skerritt drives in. But that was good cover by England. Well, Sean Edwards looks bored by it all, but I'm pretty certain he's not. And Mr. Ward just sending Dean Sampson off, I think, to the blood bin. Carl Harrison coming back on. Bateman, Sullivan, trying to go around Robinson. He does. Anthony Sullivan going for the corner. Oh, a magnificent tackle from Radlinski. That was a superb effort from Anthony Sullivan. But there's Radlinski. Cassidy. Penalties conceded there, 13. That's not a lot for a game of this intensity. Apart from those couple of high tackles. Not too many indiscretions. Oh, beautiful ball to Clark, and he's over. Took everyone by surprise. Phil Clark racing on to that pass, surely to clinch England's place in that final at Wembley. Bobby Goulding looking for his first goal of the afternoon, and I think he finds it, he does. So, a further 2 points from man of the match, Bobby Goulding. And there is the hooter. A gallant effort from Wales here at Old Trafford. But England, rightly I think the winners, 25 points to 10. Smiles on the England faces.
And it's been a splendid game, and the emotion's running high now, but it's been a fantastic game, and England deserve to go through on merit.
Well, Jonathan Davies, that was no pushover, an amazing game in the second half.
It's been a pleasure playing with the boys. It's my last game in international football, and it'd be nice to win, but you know, the best side won the day, and I hope they do well next week. Well, you know, the game's given me everything, and thoroughly enjoyed it. Couldn't have wished to play with a better bunch of lads against a great bunch of lads, the English boys. And it's just sad that it's got to come to an end, but there we are.
Well, obviously, after absorbing that disappointment, things have moved quickly for Jonathan Davies. His return to rugby union was confirmed this week, and in barely 50 minutes' time, he plays his first game for Cardiff at home to Aberavon in front of a capacity crowd, and also the live cameras of BBC Wales, who will screen the match straight after this programme. The rest of the country will see highlights in Rugby Special. But Joe Lydon, what has Jonathan proved in rugby league after the last few seasons?
He's proved an awful lot. Initially, when he arrived, he had his critics saying that he would never be big enough for the game of rugby league. Jonathan worked very, very hard and let his skills and talents answer those criticisms. I'm sure everybody that's watched him play and played against him alongside him has admired the way he's played the game. He's given an awful lot, but I think he'll admit himself that he's learned an awful lot. And although I am sorry to see him go back to rugby union, you know, I've got to hold my hands up and say he's been a great ambassador and played really well, and I just wish him all the luck that he deserves.
He's got a few years left in him, hasn't he?
I think so, just a couple.
And rugby league in Wales, after the excitement of the last month, Ray, that's received a real boost.
Oh, I think so. I mean, Wales and Welshmen have been around since the turn of the century in rugby league, and we've had many false dawns with clubs in the past, but I do think the time is ripe for a club. It must be a top club, Steve. We can't have any half measures. We may have to repatriate players. We may have to compensate clubs, but we must put the top players down there, and I believe if we do, I think the Welsh public will support rugby league.
OK, big boost for the game in Wales, but England through with a bit of relief, through to the final to face the winners of Australia and New Zealand, who are playing the following day. Now, New Zealand have always threatened to break through at the highest level, and Australia were only too conscious of their power and potential as they lined up for the second semi-final at Huddersfield. An occasion of enormous tension was to follow. Australia, New Zealand, the second semi-final.
From Wales v England on a Saturday to a Sunday, and near neighbours from the south. Australia and New Zealand, the Kangaroos with the advantage of having beaten the Kiwis 3-0 in a recent test series. It didn't start like a classic.
Johns with the pass. Oh, Menzies trying to break out wide there. I think we'll see this boy Menzies racing out wide off these passes by Johns. Fittler inside to Brasher. Brasher going for the line. 4 points, and it was the passing in midfield that once again caught New Zealand out wide. Tuvey didn't relish the attention there. Larson gets that ball away to Coyne. Back again to Carroll. Carroll. Oh, flicked inside. That was an element of luck, I think. But Menzies was hanging around out there. There was an element of luck about it. But class players make their own luck. Problems there. Oh, well, Stephen Kearney, I think he was objecting to the ball attempt at ripping out there by Fittler. Certainly the Australian was interfering. Matthew Ridge just composing himself. Oh, and he gets the 2 points. So, the New Zealand skipper bringing New Zealand back into this game. Well done. This is the danger time now for New Zealand. Closing minutes of this half. Australia looking for another try. Out to Dean Pay, good release from Pay. Johns again to Menzies. Tuvey plays it down the same side. Coyne dummies his way through. We said this was the danger period. This is when Australia like to strike. Australia easing their way out of that 20-metre area. Oh, good passing there again, and it's Menzies on hand. Now then, just look at this boy go. It's a race to the line. Matthew Ridge is going for him. Hoppy is there, but he's going to go over. Sensational try from this boy, Steve Menzies. Bobby Fulton using his substitutes well. Mark Carroll's had a good hour. Kevin Iro trying to burst through, looking for support. Kearney, that's a good pass to Tony Iro. He's got Henry Paul there. Oh, beautiful pass from Henry Paul. Kearney inside to Pongia. Back again to Tony Iro. This is good stuff from New Zealand. Oh, just a support player short, but the Kiwis on the attack. Gene Namu, superb long pass to Iro. Iro cuts inside, gets it to Blackmore. Oh, again, a lovely pass, one-handed. And Burnett is in. That was style, that was class, that was good handling from the Kangaroos. And at last they break the cover down. Namu, Pongia, offside. Another 6 tackles against Australia. Quick tap again. Ostasini driving in. Oh, tremendous effort there. Almost took the Kangaroos by surprise. Jones. Well, Kearney coming along the face of the post 30. We need some direct running now. Namu again. Nice switch of play. Tony Iro, will he go himself? He's in! Tony Iro, he's in for a try! Australia beginning to tire. The Kiwis roaring back. And Tony Iro took matters into his own hands. He went for the line and he scored. 9 minutes remaining. 6 points the difference. Tuvey to Johns. Matthew Ridge is underneath it. Oh, that's a tricky one. Oh, he's lost it. They've all lost it. That was a very, very tricky kick, that. Brasher lost it. New Zealand lost it. Oh, and quickly played by Henry Paul. Surely he was interfered with, and that will be a sin bin, I'm certain. Yes, he's going. Terry Hill into the sin bin. So, 3 minutes remaining. Australia down to 12 men.
Last gaff for New Zealand now. The message has come down from Frank Endicott that when they've got the ball in the 5th tackle, they must go in the air. They must bomb the Australians, nothing on the ground.
Frank Endicott biting his lip. Kearney. Kevin Iro. He's got Blackmore alongside him. Just can't get through. Good cover tackle. Dean Pay. Bobby Fulton. Not been in this situation for a long time. Henry Paul again. Gets a good pass out to Matthew Ridge. Oh, and he's going for the line. Kevin Iro's going over. Oh, a magnificent try. New Zealand have come back, and it's Kevin Iro. The crowd going absolutely wild here. Tremendous effort from New Zealand in this final quarter. And the kick from the touchline from Matthew Ridge, one of the best kickers in World Rugby, possibly to take New Zealand into the Halifax World Cup final. The pressure on the skipper. No goal No conversion. Oohs and ahs from the crowd. Half a minute remaining. Locked at 20 points each. Looking for a quick play the ball. Pongia, it goes to Ridge. Is he going to have a shot at goal? Left-footed, he does. It's a huge one. Just to the left of the upright. Wonderful effort there from Matthew Ridge. There it is, all square at full time. 20 points each. Wonderful effort. But they've got a further 2 10-minute periods now of extra time.
I couldn't understand him. What I did tell him was it went to...
That's modern technology.
This ain't no technological breakdown. Oh no, this is the road to hell.
Extra time, Sid Bin.
Hard, tough clash.
It's almost a fresh game.
Cramp.
Must be exhausted.
Australia have struck again. This will be a test of all 26. Fittler.
And that's the try that could take Australia to the World Cup final.
They've certainly shown their true mettle this afternoon.
Medals quite a few seconds when I was on my way home. And if next week's as hard as that, I wish I was at home.
Yeah, well, mate, we had a kick from the sideline that, you know, I possibly should have gotten. And then a drop kick that probably missed by about centimetres, but there's a coat of paint in it, but that's the way it goes. I mean, full credit to Australia, they hung on for the win. But I've got to give our guys a big rap. I thought we stuck in there really well and we showed a lot of pride and a lot of commitment, a lot of heart, and, you know, we almost came away with it. And, you know, it's pretty hard to take it, right?
If anything, Joe Lydon, has been a question mark over New Zealand commitment and pride in previous seasons. That's been dispelled over the course of the last month.
Definitely. I mean, they have a wealth of talent to select from. I think they have a problem combining that talent. And this World Cup, they didn't quite get the formula right. But if they do get that formula right, they have the potential to win any tournament and any game.
And the key to the development and progress of the New Zealand game is possibly the Auckland Warriors and the club level, the involvement in the Winfield Cup as well.
That's been a massive boost for the New Zealand game. They have the profile now, they're in the Australian Winfield Cup and they compete at the top level. Not only does it draw the crowds in, but it also brings the juniors through, and as I say, it's great for the game.
Well, they came desperately close to the final, but just before reviewing that final, let's turn our attention to the competition that was running parallel to the World Cup, the Emerging Nations competition, which was underlining the international growth of rugby league. 7 teams took part: Russia, Scotland, the USA, Moldova, Morocco, but the final would be between Ireland and the Cook Islands, and it took place on a rather bad night weather-wise at Gig Lane, Bury, but raised certainly a fair bit of Pacific passion on show.
There was. It took the Cook Islanders some time to get used to the very bad weather. It really did pour down, but they brought, as you can see, commission and passion to the game. Good handlers, good runners, every one of them from 1 to 13. They really enjoy running with this football team.
Well, the Cook Islands would eventually win it by 22 points to 6, but what have the Irish proved during the course of this competition, Ray?
Well, the Irish, again, have developed tremendously over the past couple of years. They were very brave in this match. They were outclassed in the end by a lot of players who have played regularly in the New Zealand leagues. But it would be a great boost to those amateur clubs that have now been set up both north and south of the border.
That was the Cook Islands try that eventually sealed their victory, 22 points to 6. So they lift the first trophy in this centenary World Cup. But the main event was played out just 4 days later. Could England achieve their second victory over Australia in the space of 3 weeks and reclaim the World Cup for the first time since 1972? Well, in front of a 65,000 crowd at Wembley, the Halifax Centenary Rugby League World Cup final, England taking on the holders Australia. And after the pre-match entertainment, will the status quo survive?
to be a tough game, this. I think when we're talking about teams being relaxed, England has been the form team in this competition, and I'm sure Australia feel they're the underdogs. They've got nothing to lose out there today. They lost the first game at Wembley to England. I'm sure today they're going to come out there, start 100 mile an hour, and we're in for an exciting 80 minutes.
Andrew Johns to start. Almost no wind here at Wembley. Radlinski once again testing Dallas. That's a very, very high one. Oh, he's missed it. That's offside, surely. A penalty. Jim Dinnock protesting there to Mr. Cummings, but no doubt about it. Just 15 metres out. Goulding looking to give England the lead with 2 points, and he does. Just a quick glance from Bobby there, just a check that the flags were raised upright. No need. England 2, Australia 0, and the start England wanted, Joe.
The perfect start. Not only with this kick that gets them 2 points, but the whole pattern of play from the kick-off. They received the ball, I'm sure that's what they wanted. And they managed to set the stall out and play a very good set of 6. They got a penalty, they moved into Australian danger area, and then eventually a penalty and 2 points. So the great start for England, just what the coach and the team wanted.
And was that a hint of offside again there? But no, says Mr. Cummings. That was bad taking of the kick-off. Australia on the attack. Desperate defence here needed now from England. Larson cutting through. Larson. Oh, he's only got a lead over. Surely no. He's just held up. Australia again. Johns moves the ball out wide. Oh, good tackle. Excellent tackle there from Paul Newland on Terry Hill. Australia moving the ball wide again. They've got an overlap outside. Brings it back inside to Menzies and to Dimmock. Well, I think the Kangaroos would have been better advised to have continued that ball to the left. But it's Johns again with a little grubber kick. Robinson's there! Oh! We're looking there for consultation, and I'm sure Richard's got the touchdown. He has, says Mr. Cummings, but there'll be a lot of controversy on that, I'm sure. It looked very, very doubtful. Wishart being congratulated. Robinson was there at the corner, but that was a dangerous kick from Johns.
Now, Andrew Johns have given him too much time. A little kick through. Now, Wishart, Jason Robinson loses his footing. I'm not so sure that Wishart got that ball down.
Might be easy to tell from this angle. England lost the ball from the kick-off, put themselves under an awful lot of pressure. The little kick through here. Jason Robinson does lose his footing. No, I think Wishart got there first.
Yes. Yes, I would agree. It's a superb kick. It's perfectly placed just behind Robinson. It makes him turn. He loses his footing. Yes, I think he gets it down.
The big problem there was Phil Clark. He never retrieved the ball from the kick-off. They kick a goal, you must complete your next set of 6 tackles. England never done that. They come up with an error, and Australia's come up with 4 points.
Andrew Johns then, equal the world record number of goals, 11 goals up there against South Africa. In Gateshead. This one from the touchline. Oh, and it's a beauty. Straight between the uprights. Paul Newland. But again, Australia moving very, very quickly from one touchline to the other. Here's a good thrust again from Lee Jackson. Just ducked under Carroll's grip there. England on the attack to Farrell. And penalty. Andrew Johns penalised. Flying on again at the tackle.
It's a very fine line between people holding down and just completing the tackle. But you have to let the player get up and release him, and let him play and let the game continue. It's a fine line, but one that teams work very, very well. And Australia did it very, very well last week.
Bobby Goulding then, looking to add another 2 points. He does, but only just enough the upright. The England scrum half will be relieved at that. But it edges England nearer. 2 points the difference, 17 minutes gone. But a lot of pressure on Goulding here.
You'll see Bobby Goulding, he's certainly got his eyes set on these posts today. It's the second time from different kicks that he's hit the uprights.
And again, interfering at the play of the ball. Holding the player down, standing above him, says Mr. Cummins. Here we see.
I think Wishart actually milks this penalty to the referee. Gary Connolly leaning on a little bit, gets to his feet. As Smith leaves the scene, it was a penalty.
As we say, always debatable there at the play of the ball. But Andrew Johns, again, the leading point scorer in the tournament, looking to add to those 56. Just out on the 20-metre line. And that 2 points does take him out further. 58 points in this tournament, much to the delight of those Aussie fans. Menzies and Dimmock moving quickly in the tackle. Oh, and a fire going away. Now then, a fire. Can he go all the way? I think he will. Martin, a fire going to the corner. Oh, he's just caught at the corner. Just caught at the corner. The crowd roar for a try, but it won't be. The touch judge has his flag up, Tony Brown, right on the spot there. So Lee Jackson's indiscretion puts Australia on the attack again. Mark Carroll. And again, another penalty, I think this time against England, but it was foul play spotted.
You see here, Andy Platt, no, you see Andrew Farrell comes over the top. There wasn't a great deal in that. Stuart Cummins must have seen him, ruffle his hair up a little bit, but
settle at the moment, I'm sure he would. For 2 here, and it is another 2 for Australia. Pat on the back from Rod Wishart. Certainly you tend not to break down the Australians around these rucks. Goulding trying to get a chip kick through. Oh, now then, it's a chase with Goulding and Dallas, Fitless there. But that's the kind of pressure to put on Australia. The problem about losing that ball was not just giving Australia the ball, Joe. It really took all the pressure off them, didn't it? England had a chance there to pull some points back.
And again, we see exactly the same thing. Not only have Australia got the ball back, they've made 20, 30, 40 yards of the field, and then they get another penalty.
Okay, but you got to, Stuart Cummins, the penalties are high, but he's been consistent. Both teams, he's telling them out there not to do these things, and they're still getting in front of him. They're still flopping. They're still pulling legs in tackles. He's going to penalise them all day, because I'm sure that he's going to be consistent.
Andrew Johns then looking to increase Australia's lead just before the half-time hooter is sounded. About 38 metres from those posts. Oh, and luckily for England, he misses it. Well, a couple of kicks there from Johns that we might have expected to go over. And I think England lucky to go in at this particular score, Joe.
It could have been a few more points down, yes. But having said that, I still feel that try of England when Martin Offiah threw it back in. I know Steve thinks it was in touch, but I think that was a chance there that England could have scored, and maybe the wrong decision.
This is better then from England now. England moving forward. Cassidy. Switching play with Clark. Clark, oh, almost getting through. Just an ankle tap. But 15 metres from the Australian line. Bobby Goulding opening it wide to Dennis Betts. Betts to Tony Smith. He's got plenty of pace of this Catherwood standoff. Newlove drives for the line himself. And Paul Newlove, he takes matters into his hands. The big, powerful Bradford Northern centre. We saw him hold John Devereux off last week in that game against Wales. And he does the same thing again. He nips in at the corner there, and England are back in contention in this World Cup final. A tremendous effort.
Tuvian made the tackle on Smith. Newlove picked up from the acting halfback position and just used his power, vision and strength to get in the corner.
We'll have a look. It's all power. Tuvi's still on the ground there. Terry Hill, he can't hold him. Brett Dallas probably hung back a little bit too much. And New Love storms over, runs over 2 Australians to score a try.
And a real pressure kick for Bobby Goulding. 100% accurate so far, but this by far the most difficult. Right out on that touchline. No, he miscues it, swings it to the left, but nevertheless, England announced that they're back in this match. On the 20-metre line, Andrew Jones. On the 5th tackle, Tuvi. Danger here down this left-hand side. Fixed it again, trying to kick. Oh, he gets the ricochet. It's still in play on the 6th tackle. England must move out quickly. They can't let Australia keep it that ball. Jones going for the line. Oh, Radlinski. Is he going to give a try? I think he is. He's giving a try to Brasher. But did Radlinski get that ball down? It ricocheted off one of the England players. And Australia go in the lead at a vital stage in this game. Just 13 minutes remaining. And here we'll have a look.
See, Fiddler, he's kicked through, it's come back off. Now it's still the last tackle. England never played at it. Wishart offloads to Carroll. Now Carroll, smart little offload to Johns. Johns, quick pass in now. Here it is, Brasher. Kicks off the ground. Now it's come off Brasher's shoulder, come through, fair try.
Chris Radlinski does get a hand on the ball, but short of the line. And as the ball goes over off Brasher's shoulder or back, he's the first to react and eventually scores a try.
Not the most difficult of kicks, 15 metres out, 5 metres to the left of the upright. And he gets it. Andrew Johns then, another 2 points. Shot, Coyne and Brasher congratulate each other. It was the Brasher try that was the killer at the end. Bobby Fulton receives a kiss from his wife. 16 points to 8 for Australia. And Australia win the Halifax World Cup for the 5th successive time. Their 8th victory in 11 tournaments.
Yeah, we got better each game, and you know, the boys were under pressure, you know, from at home and from over here. We didn't have much go for us, you know, but the boys, they lifted today, and England played great, but you know, it was played better.
England came back in the second half. They looked a bit better, but you held them.
Yeah, we did. That was desperate. You know, we played real desperate, and that's why we come away with the win. Boys just dug in when it was count.
And there is number 6, Brad Fittler, leading the Australians up those steps for the Halifax World Cup. £10,000 of sterling silver, just 16.5 inches high, yet it means so much to Australian rugby. Presented by His Royal Highness the Prince Edward and gratefully received by Brad Fittler. Australia, winners of the Halifax World Cup 1995.
Dennis Betts, hard luck, disappointed obviously.
Disappointed. We've just, well, you can say we tried our best. We did what we had. We probably didn't do what we had to do on the day, but when you're talking about rugby league match, not everything comes together for you. We stuck at our task. We didn't have a lot of ball at times, but we was close for a long time, and it's a couple of little mistakes just let them in to take the game just out of our reach towards the end.
Yeah, there was a lot of heart, a lot of effort in the second half, but what about the first half? It looked a bit tight, it looked a bit uneven.
We didn't have any ball. We kept giving stupid penalties away. Australia just put us under a lot of pressure, and we just couldn't do anything. We couldn't get out of our own half really, because of the kind of pressure that Australia were putting on us and not having any ball.
And not able to capitalise on a very strong try by Paul Newlove.
Well, we tried our best, and then we made a couple of mistakes. Australia got stuck in our half again, and then they scored that try that took the game out of our reach really.
Hard lines, Dennis. Thanks very much.
Iestyn Harris from Wales, a talented teenager, yet like the best of players, able to ride a tackle. England's Jason Robinson here, always hungry for tries. Just notice how low he goes in at the corner. Blackmore, New Zealand's major strike force, a power in the middle for the Kiwis. And Paul Newell of my other centre, not just a powerful player, but pace, deceptive here. And Anthony Sullivan, sheer class as a wingman, the feint inside and the pace on the outside. Brad Fittler, always at the heart of the things for Australia, whatever the pressure, always in control, flights the ball and provides a try. And Lamb, the Papua New Guinea scrum half. Just look at the vision here. One eye on the opposition, one eye on his own men, and the perfect pass. And Dean Pay, driving in, powerful. A second row normally, but pace for a prop forward. And Andrew Johns, here playing in the half-back role, but with the passing skills that caused Bobby Fulton to move him to hooker. David Wesley, for me, 21 years age, Papua New Guinea, Canberra Raiders prop forward. He took the Kiwi pack on his own at Nosey Road and almost won. And when you're picking a second row, you want attack. Here, Steve Menzies, with pace, the power to hand off from Australia. And also, you want defence. And that's why I've gone for Larson, Gary Larson. And you need a footballer at loose forward. Andy Farrell played under a handicap in the final, needed painkillers, but a master kicker and passer of the ball.
Yeah, good player and good team this. 2 from Wales, 3 from England, 5 Australians, 2 from Papua New Guinea and 1 New Zealander as well. Joe Lydon, has Ray got it about right there?
I'd say about right. A very hard job to select a team from such a massive pool of talent, a job that I didn't fancy, and that's why Ray picked it.
We're unlikely to see that team in action, but who would you have as captain? Brad Fittler, perhaps?
Well, he is the captain of the Australians who lifted the trophy, so I think they got the selection right, so I'll go with him, yeah.
Overall, the last 3 weeks, this Halifax Centenary Rugby League World Cup, what has it done for the sport? Where has it left the sport, Joe? I think it's lifted the image. You know, it's been a great tournament. Not only have the fans enjoyed it, the people who've gone along to the games, but also the players that have been involved in it. And it's just left at the right time. Now we have to go forward. We have the product there. It is a great product to watch and a great game to play as well. And now it's just up to the administrators to make sure that they push it forward. Were you surprised? Were you gratified? Certainly at the kind of support that the opening group games got. Tremendous attendances. Not really, because I think it was a little bit of an unknown quantity. People turned out to watch the island teams play. It's a different style of football, but a very exciting style of rugby. And that's what they came to see, and they were pleased with what they saw, I'm sure. And a lot is going to happen, Ray, in the sport over the next couple of seasons. When can we expect the next World Cup? Rumours of a couple of years' time? Well, there is talk of rumours of the World Cup in 2 years' time, with hopefully 16 nations. I think that's a very, very good move. And there's also talk of games in Dublin and Paris. So I think we can look very, very optimistically, rugby league-wise. Whether 2 years is a little too early, I'm not too sure. I personally would go for 3, but as long as we could provide the excitement we've had over this past month, I'm not really bothered. And have you seen enough young players coming through at international level to excite you as well? Oh yes, where I really am excited is with England. Never mind the defeat. We do have some young players. I mean, people like Cook and Radlinski there in the backs. Jason Robinson is still a very, very young player. Andy Farrell at 20 years of age. Simon Horton at 19 years of age. Never in 100 years has England ever had so many youngsters in an international side. Ray, thanks. Joe, thanks. One day they might beat Australia as well. Wherever rugby league goes over the next 100 years, it can rest assured that the first 100 have been celebrated in some style. The Halifax Centenary Rugby League World Cup has shown that certainly globally the sport is strong, but no one is stronger than those Australians. World champions once again. Bye-bye.